We have some wild pricing news for the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 5 Pro, and the PlayStation Portal. I kind of can't believe this is real, but this is on the PlayStation blog. It has been announced and confirmed. So a couple of days ago, Sony announced that these prices will take effect from the 2nd of April. So this could be a bit of a warning to you if you had been saving up for a PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, or a Portal. Buy one right now because they're going to get a lot more expensive. What timeline are we living in? The PS5 is like 5 years old. Usually consoles get cheaper over that timeline, but let's get into it. So Sony has said here, and this comes from Isabel Tomatis, the Vice President of Global Marketing, and she said, with continued pressures in the global economic landscape, we have made the decision to increase the PS5, PS5 Pro, and PlayStation Portal remote player globally. So wherever you are, you're probably going to get hit with this. It's not just one particular region. We know that price changes impact our community, and after careful evaluation, we found this was a necessary step to ensure we can continue delivering innovative, high-quality gaming experiences to players worldwide. The updated recommended retail prices for PS5 consoles are effective starting 2nd of April 2026 as follows. For all other territories, please check with your local retailer or PlayStation Direct, their website, where it is available. So these regions here are the ones they're telling us the price for in this blog, the updated prices. If your country or region is not listed here, that doesn't mean you are not part of these price increases or you're exempt. You just need to go and find out the prices for yourself, unfortunately. These are the ones they're just telling us, and it just blows my mind. We'll talk about why this is happening in a second, but first off, we've got in the US, who are hit the worst out of this. PS5 is now $650 for the standard PS5 console. What? So that's the standard PS5 with the disc drive? That is just mind-blowing. So to give you an idea of what we're playing with here, the PS5 used to be $550. So that's $100 increase. What? Then you've got the digital edition. So this is the one that doesn't have the disc drive, which I think you should all avoid. You should always buy the one with the disc drive. It gives you so many more buying options when buying games to allow you to save a bit of money when you're buying your games at least. New games when they launch are always cheaper physical than they are on the digital store. It is now $600. What? I can't believe that. And it was $500, so another $100 increase. The PS5 Pro is $900. And that was $750. And if you do remember, they had bumped the price up there by $50 a couple of months ago. So it was $700, then it went to $750. Now it's going to $900. Wow. I feel for my friends in the United States. They are getting hit hard with this. That absolutely sucks. And here's why that sucks even more. If you buy the PS5 Pro and you want the disc drive, which is another added purchase, I'm not sure how much the disc drive is in the States. I think it's maybe like $60 or something. You're closing in on $1,000 for a PS5 Pro with a disc drive. I love my PS5 Pro. It's like my favorite current gen console right now. It's just a beast. I love it. But $1,000, you are joking. That is a lot of money. No way, Jose. I do not like that. And then we've got the UK, where I am. The PS5 is now $569, so $570, and that previously was $480 here, so a little bit of an increase, not as much. And then we've got the UK, where I am. They're also getting smashed with these new higher prices. The PS5 standard one with a disc drive is now £570. That previously was £480. You've got the digital edition, which is now $520, and that previously was 430, and then the PS5 Pro is now 790. What? And the PS5 Pro here was previously 700. That was the price I bought it for at launch. There was some really good deals at retailers over here. I remember like Argos and Very, and I think maybe even Amazon had some really good deals around about the festive time, and you could get like a PS5 Pro for around about 500 or 600. It was a really good deal. But still 789, and then you buy the disc drive, you're talking, about 850 for a PlayStation 5 Pro. That's wild. That's crazy numbers, people. Then in Europe, it is 650 euros for the PS5. The digital edition is 600 euros. The PS5 Pro is 900. And to give you an idea of the price jumps there again, the PS5 in Europe was 550, so that's 100 euros it's went up. The PS5 digital edition was 500 euros, so again another 100 euro price bump. And the PS5 Pro was, let me check my spreadsheet here, it was 800 euros, so that's up 100 as well. It is wild. And then Japan, you've got, it is 97,980 yen. So I'm not sure what it was previously. Have I got that in my spreadsheet? I don't have the previous prices for Japan. And then the digital edition is 89,980 yen. But that's not all. The PlayStation 5 Portal, our beloved remote play cloud streaming device, is also being hit with price increases. It is not escaping this. And the post goes on to say the updated recommended retail price for PlayStation Portal Remote Player is effective starting April 2nd as follows for all other territories. Please check with your local retailer or direct.playstation.com where it is available. So in the US, the Portal is now $250. What? $250? That's just crazy, crazy, crazy. And then in the UK, it's 220 now. In the UK, it was 200, so that's a £20 increase, 10%. Not as bad as I thought they would have. I thought they might have put us to 250 as well. Then you've got Europe is 250 euros and Japan 39,980 yen. So why is this happening? What is going on? The world is a mess right now. You've got this AI bubble boom, just infatuation from the tech bros pouring billions into it, and it is just hoovering up all the hardware which is required for making a lot of these devices. So RAM prices are way up, storage prices are way up. And then we've got the political side of things where the world is just a riot. There's stupid tariffs being just thrown all over the world, which is making the prices of everything go up for everyone. And there's wars and stuff impacting transit of goods and transit of energy, and it is just all bonkers, and it all just leads up to something like this. And let's not forget, I'm not saying this is part of the reason here, might very well be, but I do think companies in general are jumping on the bandwagon right now to increase prices wherever they can because of all of these global uncertainties. They can kind of use it as an excuse, because when you do look at most of these companies that are raising their prices, they're all making record profits, and you're like, it's just the capitalism has gone wild right now. Companies just do not seem to want to suck up any cost. They just instantly pass it on to the consumer because all they're interested in is stakeholder returns, making sure that shareholders get, the most amount of money back. It's wild. I think it's pretty disgusting, to be honest, as well. I spoke about this in a video on my channel where imagine companies just had a set target to hit, and once they hit that, it was cool, it was all good. And I mean not a profit target the way they have just now, that they try and hit that and then go above and beyond it so that they can seem really cool and really good and really successful to their shareholders, and then the execs get huge pay packs on the back of it, and they just make tons of their staff redundant all the time. What I mean is they've got a target, they hit it, and that's them cool. So they say, right, every year we just need to hit this amount to cover our costs, pay our staff all a good wage, and keep providing a good service to all of our customers. Each year they just need to hit that. They don't want to go above it. They just want to hit that. It's all good. I know it's very simplistic the way I'm presenting this, but the world has just gone a bit mad in my mind with these things. Companies are just chasing profits at the cost or the expense of everything. Like, the planet is just being wrecked by companies just chasing extreme profits. It's just greed. I'm not saying that's what's going on here. What I'm saying is that's definitely happening in the world right now. You just need to look around. It's wild. You see companies making billions of profit each year, and then they go, due to cost-cutting exercises, we're laying off thousands of people. Due to, AI, we're laying off thousands of people. Due to whatever. It's like, and yet the people at the top get paid even more than ever. It's wild. I don't like it. But yeah, this is unfortunate, and this is happening. So you've got 2 days to buy your PlayStation or your Portal before these price increases go up. And my advice to you is, if you're saving up and you won't have money to get one of these in time, and you do want to get one, maybe you're saving up to get one, or you're going to buy one for your kid or something in the future, do not buy one of these unless it's like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the festive period, where there will be deals and the prices will come down, because they will want to get those sales in and hit their sales targets. So do not buy one of these outside of these big sales. Trust me, don't just randomly drop $900 on a PS5 Pro, unless you've got money to burn. But even still then, you can afford these. I would still advise you not to pay these prices. It's almost like you're then confirming to the company that it's okay for them to charge us that amount for these products, which then makes me wonder, what are they going to think for the PS6 handheld? They might just be like, oh, everyone's paying $900 for the Pro. Why don't we just make the 6 $1,000? What the heck? Why don't we make it $1,200? It's a slippery slope, and especially right now in the kind of high-end home console space, PlayStation really doesn't have any competition right now. Let's get real. Nintendo is doing its own thing. I wouldn't say it's the same thing. It's a different kind of competition. I know they're still competing for your attention, but there really is only one party in town right now, because Xbox is pretty much just done with the series consoles. They're ready to move on. They're through with them. And their next machine looks like it's going to be a really, really expensive, high-end, basically a gaming PC with, an Xbox branding or Xbox sticker on it and all that, Xbox front end. Very different from the PlayStation consoles. So it's not good times, people. What do y'all think about this? Have you already picked up your PlayStation hardware? Are you going to just sit on what you've got just now? Are you rushing out to buy one of these before these updates, the price updates, take effect? Sound off in the comments. Actually, before I go, one thing we do need to mention is this has flipped the way the current console market is. So the Series X and Series S are now actually cheaper than the PS5, and previously they were more expensive because Microsoft bumped up their prices. So that leaves us in a weird dilemma. If they keep their prices as they are, that would be the cheapest way to play Grand Theft Auto 6 when it launches. Microsoft should jump all over that. If they've got some brain cells in their leadership team, let's lock down those prices and actually give our consoles a sales boost, give them a chance to breathe. Although I think that's probably even out of their hands. It wouldn't surprise me if the Xbox consoles get another price increase along with the Nintendo Switch 2. Everyone's been impacted by the reasons I mentioned earlier on there. So we just need to watch and see, and we'll keep our eyes on this situation as it develops here on the channel.